Bitches depressed. They know how I'm coming, real bitch in the flesh. Who the fuck she gon' check? She be talking that shit, talking out of her neck. But coming real bitch in the flesh. Who the fuck she gon' check? She be talking that shit, talking out of her neck. But blood on her dress. Bitches be mad when they see Cardi step in the spot. Say that you bought it, we know that you not. I'ma pull up on bitches as soon as I drop. Bought a new foreign, I might up a yacht. Bitches in my business, they tryna plot. Hoes poppin' shit like they hot, but they not. Just flirted the wrist, the paddock, the watch. Niggas be flexin', we know what you got. Cardi the hack at the game in the knot. Fuckin' your nigga, I got him on light. Just go bang, bang like I'm chopping them chops. VVS shit, I'm in love with the rocks. You said you gon' take it, bitch, you got me chopped. They throwin' shit cause they see me on top. To that bitch super love, I'ma send you the drop. Press, 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 press. Cardi don't need more press. Kill them all, put them hoes to rest. Walk in bulletproof vest. Please tell me who she gon' check. Murder scene, Cardi made a mess. Pop up, guess who, bitch? Pop up, guess who, bitch? Ding dong. Must be that whip that I ordered. And a new crib for my daughter. You know a bad bitch gon' spoil her. Got one in New York, need one in Georgia. New Venom truck cause a quarter. My money still long like weed. Pussy still wet like Florida. Everyone drop on the floor. She was talking, but not anymore. Mac to your face like contour. This chopper come straight from the York. Done with the talking, I'm up in the violence. Ask anybody, they know I'm about it. Hashtag whip that whole ass. Fuck around, we gon' start a new challenge. I come in this bitch and I'm strapped up and ready. Right on that dick like I'm Cardi Andretti. Fuck at your crib, we don't go to no telly. I sit on his face whenever I'm ready. Bitch, I'm a freak like Greek. Got the biggest house on my street. Oh, you little hoes look cheap. They sucking on my dick with no teeth. Press, 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 press. Cardi don't need more press. Kill them all, put them hoes to rest. Walk in bulletproof vest. Please tell me who she gon' check. Murder scene, Cardi made a mess. Pop up, guess who, bitch? Pop up, guess who, bitch? Press, 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 press. Press, 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 press. Press, 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 press. Pop up, guess who, bitch? Pop up, guess who, bitch? Look, my bitch is all bad, my niggas all real. I ride in his dick in some big tall hills, big fat checks, big large bills. Run out, flip like 10 car wheels. Cold ass bitch, I give raw chills. 10 different looks and my looks so kill. I kiss him in the mouth, I feel all grills. Heat in the car, that smells on wheels. Woo! I was born to flex, yes. Diamonds on my neck. I like boarding jets, I like more than sex. But nothing in this world that I like more than checks. Money. All I really wanna see is the money. I don't really need a D, need the money. All a bad bitch need is the money. I got bands in the coupe, bustin' out the roof. I got bands in the coupe. Touch me, I'll shoot. Bow, shake a little ass. Money. You get a little bag and take it to the store. Money. Get a little cash. Money. You shake it real
however way she wanted it to be talked about. So whether it was a bust or not, you feel me, she still blessed us with content and still, a learning experience. Now, I will say, before we get into this, a PSA needs to be made that just because y'all may leave that interview thinking however y'all want to think, y'all can hear me now. It's showing up on my screen, so I don't know. Maybe I need to hit live if it's a delay on there. Okay. Yeah, if it says offline or something, go live. Meaning hit that live button at the top left. Okay. Now, Jesus Christ. Now, what I was saying was, no matter how y'all felt about Miss Nicole live, you know what I'm saying, you got to give her some love for trying to take one for the team. Because at the end of the day, she had good intentions, y'all. She wanted to pop somebody too. All right, that's okay. You know how I feel. You know, me and Miss Nicole have a love-hate relationship, but I still, there's love there, and I saw her efforts. So we're gonna give her that. You know what I mean? We're gonna give it to her for that. What up, Carrie? Now, Miss Nicole. Oh yeah, also, don't let this shit distract y'all. Okay, all that other shit is still lies, because I already know what they're gonna try and do. They're gonna try and flip it and reverse it and smack it and rub it down and try and use this situation to prop up, the GoFundMe and, the baby being half Italian and all that shit still lies. It is. What's up, K Chanel? How you doing, boo? Jesus. Now, it was a lot of things. I wasn't going to really say nothing. I really wasn't. But then, after Miss Nicole, she really wanted to finish it out and write it out. And I remember when she first came on, we were trying to help her out. And she wasn't paying attention to the chat. And that's when I already know shit was about to go left. All right. And then at the end, when she said, do you guys want to call in? I almost fell out of my body. I was like, oh, hell no. So she, it's either she wasn't aware of how everything was looking from the outside in. That's what I'm going to go with. I don't think she was really aware of how bad it was looking from the outside. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't be credible and I wouldn't be fair if I did not talk about this. I'll just say that. Because I could just see, actually, matter of fact, I already was getting messages talking about, you talk about everybody else and blah, 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 and that was a hot mess. Okay, right? However, what y'all got to fail to understand is, you guys talk about you talk about everybody else, and this was a hot mess. So if you're going to talk about Phi Babe or you're going to talk about Jay Wilson, you're going to listen, what y'all fail to realize is I don't like y'all motherfuckers, okay? I don't like that bitch over there either. So it don't matter if I get into it with Tracy, Miss Nicole, anybody, my mods, bitch, I don't like y'all, okay? And I will always drag you guys. I do not go hard on my friends or people that I care about, okay? So y'all are never going to get that from me. That's just how I move and how I operate. Now, I can criticize somebody, and I do feel like if you support somebody, you actually have more of a lane to criticize them because you're going to support them anyway. You know that it's coming from love. So I can criticize without giving y'all. I will never, you know, I don't have to go in on these people like that anyway, because these people actually, you know, have, you know, some honesty to them. You know, their intentions were good. Now, y'all can't get mad at Miss Nicole because she wanted to pop somebody too. Everybody been popping each other. You let her have a chance, okay? Let her have a swing at it. At the end of the day, we can't just judge people by their last behavior, okay? Miss Nicole came off of a really good weekend. The streets was dry, and she just tried to get some shit popping like everybody else. And at the end of the day, look, it's still content. Don't act like y'all didn't have fun over there. You know what I'm saying? We all had a good time. Also, that lady who called in, what about Renee? Lord Jesus, please, Renee, I don't have no problems with you. I think you're subscribed to me, and I done exchanged messages with you here and there on the streets. But this the news, and I said yesterday, ain't nobody immune from it. And it's not even the news, it's my commentary. Ain't nobody immune from that shit at all. And the commentators or the spectators or everybody can get it, okay? And I also think too, y'all need to spread some of that shit, and don't just lay it all on Miss Nicole. All right, don't just lay it all on Miss Nicole, because that other lady, she can only, you know, Miss Nicole can only control what she do. Now, she claimed that they did a couple test runs. I don't know about that, because that was my first question, was did y'all at least practice this shit, okay? Miss Nicole, you cannot use the same format as Lie Babe uses. You can't do that. I know in your head you was thinking, well, if she do it, I can do it, but you see how that worked out for you, all right? And she actually knows how to lie. The person that you brought up on there, I low-key kind of am a little bit more upset at her, because evidently she already knew from jump that she was just on there to promote her channel and her Cash App. Okay? Let's just keep it a buck. She knew damn well anybody could have done what she did. Anybody. Even the receipts that she pulled up, that wasn't no receipts. And I could really tell that you tried to use, you know, her format, Lie Babe's format, because you just said, well, you know, I proved this, I proved that. Just because you could write somebody's name on a paper and photocopy it, that's not a receipt, honey. That's not a receipt. And just because you keep repeating that you proved something, nothing was proved this whole life. And the main reason that I decided to speak on this really was because I did not like how this shit kind of imploded, and what you guys did was y'all used Eric as the scapegoat. At the end of the day, this man didn't do nothing, okay? This man already had hell. This nigga was in jail for almost 30 years for a crime he didn't do. Got out, you know, met a whole bunch of chicks that finessed him out of his money, and now he back on the street. You didn't even prove what you thought when, you know, you halfway through the video discovered, okay, we can go with this whole Eric is not homeless thing, because that's what the other lady was pushing. And you figured that was the point of your video halfway to the end. Okay? I didn't like how y'all threw him under the bus like that, because at the end of the day, he already had a fucked up life, and to block his blessings or any kind of help, nobody knows, you know, who was listening. In these YouTube streets right here, people take shit and run with it. They don't have enough time always to be invested and know everybody's credibility and backstory. So they're going to be cruising through. You had over 500 people in there. That might not sound like a lot, but that's 500 people. Can you fit them in your living room? You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of people. And every single one of those people are not going to be like, oh, okay, that lady making shit up. They're not going to be able to cross-check. They're here to listen to this story that you have been promoting for the past few days. I do believe that he was homeless, okay? Because I don't know why everybody thought it was okay for him to be homeless when he brought that suitcase and when he was on her show last month. But all of a sudden, because you got one person who step in and realize that everything is going left, so they just throw some shit out there and it's stuck, while all of a sudden everybody think that he got all this money and that he ain't homeless. We already knew that this guy had properties and businesses. We already knew that. The only receipt or credibility that she thought she could base that on was that, look, he had houses, he had business, and you can't wrap your mind around the fact that how could you lose all this money? But that's what happened, okay? The nigga been in jail his whole life, didn't have no life skills. It's easier to go through, $10 million if you don't know jack shit than it is to go through like $20 because you know that you only got $20 and you're going to have to make that shit stretch. When you got $10 million, it's going to seem, especially in the beginning, that the money grow on trees, especially if you don't know nothing. So I just didn't like that. I really didn't. That kind of made me, I low-key had to step out and go watch a few channels for a second before I came back and finished out the video. Because anybody that probably could have potentially helped him, or, you don't know if people were still in contact with him via via Facebook or anything, and saw this and was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? He's scamming us, and cut him off. Because when she initially came onto her platform to talk about Eric and his story, y'all got to remember, y'all think everything is so elaborate and deep in these conspiracies. If y'all don't remember, the only reason that she even started talking about Eric, okay, was because TSCC, Susie, had found that story, okay? And another thing, the only reason she brought him on the show was because after the story ran, she tried to get ahead of it by finding this nigga before Susie did. Because best believe if, Fi Babe didn't bring him or find him on the show, that nigga was going to get found, okay? So she beat TSCC to the punch twice. She did not do this out of her heart, okay? I'm not saying further along the road, but she did not just bring this guy on her show to talk about his story just because she thought that it could teach people something. She brought it to try and control the narrative, because had they got to him before her, then she would not be able to, control the narrative, because she told us one story and we already know just from when he was there talking, and every time he tried to overtalk or, and she shut his ass up, we already know that some of those things, just the little shit, did not align. And that's not even the main point, all right? She can't help herself. But that's not even the main point. The point is, she went and found him after the story came out. And everybody was like, well, damn, if he made all this money and you knew him and whoop-de-whoop by what you told us, then where the hell he at? How the hell is he on the street? Da-da-da. And then we started guilt-tripping her. And then she got in her car and started driving around the neighborhood and found him somewhere. She did not have his phone number already, okay? She was not in constant communication with him. And that's not me just speculated. That's what happened. You can even, not only did they say that, but you can also tell when she brought him on and they were speaking. You could tell that just by conversation that they had not spoken in a long time. The guy, and you could tell God bless his heart, but you could tell he ain't got nothing but pencil dust in his head. He not that smart. So we can kiki, and I thought that was cool, but it was a little dirty how y'all sat up here and concocted whatever kind of story, and then when it started to fall through, y'all just put it all back on Eric. This nigga, like I said, he already had a horrible life. Yes, Miss Pizarro. I'm not reading the question just because I don't want to get thrown off. But Miss Pizarro, baby, people lose money all the time. Okay? I know you watch television. People with lotto, people who have big sums of money, if you do not have any financial, if you're not financially literate, or if you don't have no life skills, you ain't never learned how to pay a bill or learn how to, you know, even as adults, we always got to make that decision. Like, am I about to pay rent, or am I gonna wait till the third day? Am I gonna pay rent, or I'm about to, you know? So it ain't that hard to wrap your mind around, especially when you got everybody in your pocket, especially when he's sitting up here handing out $50,000 to this person. He done gave his niece $1 million. Not to mention, you don't just get $10 million. You definitely have to pay taxes on that right there. And if he didn't pay taxes because he didn't know, then that's another penalty. He had to pay his lawyers. Money, I know it's hard to just wrap your brain around it, okay? But that nigga lost that money, okay? Simple as that. What's up, Melissa? You know, fucking, you ain't gonna say nothing, add nothing to it, then blocking you. Now, it was a couple things just, you know, I'm actually not gonna be on that long, but it was a couple of really important things that I have wrote down that I want to, you know, mention or touch on in particular. Now, the first thing was, what about Renee is not Nicole's daughter, okay? That's not her auntie, that's not her daughter, that's not her friend. What about Renee as a content creator? She used a different avatar, but, you know, I don't know, I guess she was just, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and was just trying to help Nicole out or whatnot. I'm just going to say that, but from my interactions with her, she doesn't seem like a bad person. But I already knew shit was going to go left when Miss Nicole said that, you know, she from Chicago or whatnot, because last time I checked, this girl lives in Las Vegas. So then and there, I was like, oh, shit. Okay, you can just go look back in the chat. I was just like, oh, damn. You did, Miss Nicole, make it seem like you were going to interview damn near everybody. Either thought that it was his ex-wife or him, it was going to be that nigga. That's what everybody thought. All right? And you did present it that way. So you can't sit up here and double back on the title and the whole interview that you implied. You basically just picked somebody off of YouTube who looked at you and was like, okay, I can get my channel up and let me throw my Cash App in there. And y'all just sat up there and, you know, you had her be your note person and your information lady, I guess. And you just had her go and pull some information off the internet. Like I said, trying to do the 5A formula, and thought that you was just going to, you know, tap dance around it. We all know his first and last name, so you put his first and last name on some shit. And then slapped it together, cooked it up, and put it out there. And it don't work like that. You can't get mad when people are expecting you to be telling the truth, too. You was, like, kind of behooved that people thought that you was about to tell the truth. Now, you was good on them comebacks. You are fast on your feet, Miss Nicole. Stick to the roasting gags. When that lady asked for a receipt and you said it was between your legs, I died, okay? That was snappy. But if you're going to lie about something, at least practice. This lady started off with, I mean, any black person that got to start something off with my cousin said, you already know that it's a lie. And it wasn't even no good shit. I mean, you can't be throwing shit out there that big where people gonna call your bluff. And you got all these people supporting you. Tracy up in there riding hard. And I'm like, oh, Lord. When that lady said, I got his phone number, I'm thinking to myself, like, she already know they about to ask her to call him. And what was all that? She kept busting out all that, Kiki, do you? I didn't get it. I don't know if she was high. I don't know if y'all was trying to make this shit like a parody. Because that's what she do over there too, Fi. You know, she'll pass some shit off as truth. But then if don't nobody believe it, you know, at the end she'll be like, you know, she was just playing and I can't believe you believe that. And we all knew it was a joke. And in reality, she was trying to, you know, pull a wool over your eyes. Just like with that mug shot. And just like with them new photos. If y'all wouldn't have said nothing, then she would have just stuck to, yeah, them is real. Exactly. I do get the fact that that's what she pulled. But what I'm saying is, you see how it worked out for her. And I think I can say about Fi is that she know how to lie. All right? These people, this lady was just shit that wasn't even true. All right? Miss Nicole could be like, okay, you know, Eric is really a woman, and then that lady chime in and be like, yep, you know what, you right, he is really a transgender. That's what was going on. There was no kind of practicing going on at all. It was nothing. It was just, we gonna say whatever. And then it kind of is like insulting your audience's, you know, intelligence. People did expect, and I know that's kind of what me and you fell out for a couple of weeks ago, is, you know, you said basically that this is just YouTube. It's not that serious. It's not real life to you. But it is other people's life. You know what I mean? Like, y'all over here declaring that this man ain't homeless with no proof, no facts, nothing. And if it turn around and he really is still homeless, and it turns out that y'all blocked a couple of donations or whatever the case may be, then it affected his life. That means that this is real. So I know, you know, some people might not look at this shit as reality and real life, and that it can't affect you in no kind of way. But just because you want to walk, you know, if you want to take that path on it, that don't mean it's like that for everybody else. And also, too, hell, y'all grown. Like, y'all can't be doing that when y'all get caught up with something. Oh my God, my husband do this. Like, y'all can't be talking about what everybody else do. At the end of the day, look who right now is. All you did was make her look good. She was so happy, smiling like that goddamn cat from Alice in Wonderland that disappears. That's exactly what happened. And look, what she got on today, and didn't even have to do a video on you. Not that she had information in the first place, but halfway through the live, she realized, like, damn, I ain't even gotta, you know, bullshit. I can just stream her live and let the subscribers do everything. Y'all gotta understand that every time, you know, we do something wrong, the average person gonna be like, God damn, but that makes them feel good. Just like when that fallout happened last week with Club Chat and everybody else. That's the shit that they be looking forward to. And it always overshadows the fake shit that they be doing. Because, like I said, at the end of the day, everybody gonna always refer back to this interview to try and debunk. I mean, literally, this bitch could rob a bank tomorrow, and they can have that shit on camera. And all everybody gonna do when they show that footage is talk about your life. It don't make sense, but that's how it work on these streets. That's just what's gonna happen. You can't get upset that people expected the truth from you. You can't get upset that people thought that the title was gonna mean, you know, that the title described the video. Towards the end of the video, I could tell she was kind of, it was when the people, I don't know what she thought was going to happen when she opened up those phone lines. However, towards the end, I could tell that she was kind of starting to get a little pissed off or irritated. I don't know. I don't want to say she was gonna cry, but she had that, when it sounds like, it feel like it's a soda can sitting in your throat and you trying to push it down so you don't start crying. I don't know, but I did feel that in her throat. You know what I mean? Because I felt like midway through she was like, "Oh shit," I thought that they was just gonna eat this shit up because Fi Babe do it. Yes, it was exciting. Oh, let's be real. When Nicole has ever been factual with her ish. Exactly. And that's when me and her, and that was my main point, that's when me and her kind of fell out. Because Nicole expected her to be treated how, basically, the rules that she set on YouTube, she experienced everything today. She experienced everything, how she treats or how she handles the situation for everybody else. She experienced that today. All right, at the end. And I could tell that, even then, even though it happened to me, I could tell that she really didn't like it. And I didn't like it either. I did feel for her. And I think in the beginning when the video was playing and I saw her son, no shade, but where the hell was her son at? Because I know he heard all that shit go down, because in the beginning of the video, I saw him peeking behind the corner. I'm like, come help your mom. Y'all already know how older people is with technology. And Miss Nicole is not that old, but still, that she was kind of stumbling through. She was kind of stumbling through her mouse pad trying to figure out how to open shit up. And little do she know, the only problem that she had was that her video was on mute. You know what I mean? And then she was not paying attention to the chat. And that's another thing, Miss Nicole, you do that a lot too, actually. I don't know, but you don't pay attention to the chat at all. What you do is you will look for certain names that you usually talk to, like Tracy's and stuff like that. But, I have a problem with that sometimes, but I'll still stop and look. But you got to pay attention to the chat, because anything could be going on. It could be like a killer behind you, and you just sitting up there talking, and you calling somebody on the phone, and she sounds just as confused and stuck as you didn't know what the hell was going on. All that hard work that you put into your project, it like went up in flames in just a few seconds. Even with that video playing for a long time, I'm like, at least pause the video, Miss Nicole, if you're not going to fix the mute button. Because ain't nobody going to come back. You could have really just rescheduled this shit, and none of this would have happened. I'd rather upset people and make them wait than, what happened take place. I'm just saying. But you are a trooper, though, and you did stick it out. You was not about to let them, run you off, or you was not about to you was like, the show must go on. But when you was letting that video just play for a long time, and then you thought you was about to do a voiceover, I didn't think you were going to let it go any further. I thought that was the interview. But then when you said somebody was coming on, I'm like, oh, okay, at least the video messed up. But then when you just basically had another, you just did a collab. And that was it. And she kept saying her cousin, but she was talking to somebody in the room. So was her cousin there? Does the cousin exist, or what's up? Well, okay, you said she purposely muted the video because whatchamacallit voice is on the video, but I don't think that was the case. I think she said that, to kind of clean up shop, but if that was the case, then she wouldn't have made the video at all. I mean, she knew that if that was the case, then she knew that making the video wasn't anything gonna change that day. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I really think that she definitely got to see, real support in action tonight. I thought that was I thought that was sweet how you had those two last people call in and, they did their damnness. Because I don't know, Babe Nation, I don't know how the fuck they was busting through the phone line. I'm like, damn, ain't nobody from over here gonna call in? And just, a note to everybody, if somebody call in, and they ain't saying what the hell they gotta say within the first few seconds, hang up on their ass, because that mean that they trying to muster up the courage to say some fuck shit online. Okay, like that girl who called in talking about her booty hole. Like, come on now. We all was waiting for her to say, just ready. That's what I was saying, Najia. I felt that in the end too. You guys did do a really good job. I think everybody did. You feel me? I think everybody did. I definitely, my heart definitely, you know, from it didn't not till the end. In the beginning, my heart was breaking because I already, you know, I could just tell she was not. She needed somebody there with her or way more practice because her whole presentation was on a computer. And if she can't even get the volume to work, you know what I'm saying, then I don't know. I felt like she should have either had help or practice more. That's why I said her son, she should have called him in there to help her out. I don't know if he just didn't want to be seen with the fuck shit. I don't know. I didn't really see anybody from her camp making fun of her. I will say this. I mean, I'm going to be honest. Like, even though whatever happened between us, like, I was there to support her. I was. But I was getting irritated because I was thinking to myself, well, do you want this to be good? Like, do you want this to be a success? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to claim credit. Because we want you to win. I did. I want you to win. Do you want to win? Or are you just, you know, you can't be so gassed up to try and just get anything out there because you think that collectively everybody hates this woman so much that whatever you put out there, people just gonna rock with it. I know it works like that on their side. And like I said, they're a bad example to try to emulate and operate around your platform. Okay? That's just not a good example to use them. Don't do that again, okay? Nobody from over there, because you and her, as far as content creators, are not the same. And the supporters, us, and them could be nothing more than different. You know, we do have a free mind over here. And we will, you know, critique each other and not get into a fight. And we all have disagreements. And that don't mean that we hate each other. Like, that's not, you can't do that shit over there. Oh, whatchamacallit. Anyway, but yeah. I didn't know if she wanted to win or not. That was my thing. So for me, I'm like this with everybody. Like, you know, you can't support somebody more than they're willing to. You can't want something more for somebody than they want it for themselves. And that's just what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And like I said, it wouldn't be fair if I just totally just jumped over this situation and didn't mention it at all. All right? It wouldn't. And even if it didn't, it wouldn't be right for me to sit back and not at least speak up for Eric. You know, I believe he's homeless. I believe that he lost all his money. I do. And if not, and somebody proved me wrong, then I didn't lose nothing. We have more to gain by believing that he is homeless than him not being. At the end of the day, if he's not homeless, I ain't lose nothing. Not a goddamn thing. All right? But at the end of the day, though, if he is homeless, I still don't lose nothing, but he would have. You don't want people to be thinking that, you know, that's the worst thing right there, to be like literally have nothing. And you got motherfuckers sitting up here thinking you got a whole house and like, that's, I don't know, I couldn't swallow that. You feel me? But, you know, I'm not going to drag her because that's what people want. You know, criticizing or touching on certain things that rubbed me the wrong way, that's not dragging. And we do that over here, okay? You know what I mean? I know that over there, you're not allowed to critique each other. You're not allowed to, you know, speak on right from wrong or whatever. We can do that over here. And I still got love for her. And I hope she didn't cry when she got in the car. But it is what it is, though. You know, like I said, I don't, you know, I had to step away because it was already down. You know, matter of fact, more than half of that video was, she had already, you know, it was already crashing. You know, she had like 500 people in there, and 400 of the people that were in there only came because word had got around that shit had went left. So you can look at it as a good or bad thing. She had 500 people in her chat, you feel me? And it was fun. And they most likely are going to come back. I'm pretty sure she got some subs and stuff. So since she said that she doesn't take YouTube this serious and all that, I hope, you know, she can laugh it off and be like, whatever, you know? Yeah, you know, Harley, I agree with most of the stuff you were saying, Harley. Because at first I was like, I'm just not going to comment or say anything about it. But then, you know, I was like, nah, that's not, you know. And then that whole Eric thing, it really made me jump. I kind of, too, was kind of real irritated with that, with Renee. Renee, if you in here, girl, you know you could have did a little better, girl. You know your cousin was not on that phone. And you know that your cousin is probably not even real. But if she is real, she ain't got nothing to do with this. But I digress. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't expect this much. I didn't expect... This was nothing, put it like that. Like, this was nothing like what anybody expected, though. That's all I gotta say. And even though she's more of like a person who... Okay, Nicole Tyler is what Fi Babe thinks that she does, which is, I'm just gossiping and repeating information. If I get it wrong, don't shoot the messenger, right? That's what Fi Babe be thinking she do. But in reality, she like literally concocts stories. Like, oh, I talked to your ex-husband and he called me 3 times. Like, none of that shit happened, girl. None of it. Nothing. Fuck. None of it. And Miss Nicole, she did what she, you know, sees Fi Babe do. So it was just a whole bunch of like bad execution. Exactly, Harley. Exactly, girl. Exactly. Well, K Chanel, girl, but you have to... K Chanel, you be forgetting that everybody not like us. You know what I mean? Everybody don't see shit like that. You know what I mean? And we have to step back sometime and realize that that's just like when... Once again, old girl over there, when she be doing her news and fact checking and stuff like this, she will say and put things out there, and people will take that for what it is. Now, me and you and a few other people already know that it might be some bullshit. However, everybody's not going to know that it's bullshit. You know, and to have that thought collectively, like, for example, when, what's her face? That popcorn shit went on with Flo, right? Whenever I bring that shit up around somebody from Babe Nation, whenever I bring that shit up, they all say, oh, everybody knew. Because you know how they always go, well, name one lie, right? And then when you name some shit, they always got an excuse. And they keep saying it. I'm like, bitch, I already gave you 5. You said name 1. I done gave you 7. Okay, just because you keep trying to justify them, bitch, they still a fucking lie. But whenever I bring up the fact that was a whole lie, that popcorn gate shit, now I already never believed that. I never, who's going to call and tell everybody that they shitted on themselves because it just didn't even sound right. However, to this day, even though it has been proven to be wrong and fake, people still repeat that shit like it really happened. And only do they clarify it is when somebody like me or you is around and say that shit ain't real. You know what I'm saying? It does affect people. I'm pretty sure Sean Bradley don't like that shit. I'm pretty sure, you know, the people who don't want to like him aren't saying that either. And whenever I bring it up, they all say the same thing. Well, that wasn't a lie, because we all knew that was a joke. That was a kiki. No, the fuck it, like, that's what I'm saying. They will present some shit that's not real and only say it's a joke when they call you, when they call the tax on it. If you don't speak up on it, ain't nobody gonna say that was fake. Just like that mugshot. You still got people out there swearing to God that mugshot is real. So, exactly. What's up, Miss Boyce? So, let's look. Is Tracy live? And this is, you know, another reason why I had to stand up. I mean, not stand up, but say what I have to say is because, you know, over here we're all different. You know, Tracy, that's my ace boon coon or whatnot. But this is a prime example of where we disagree at, and you know, where we have our own platforms to where we can express how we feel, and that's why I respect her and she respect me. You know, all that false narratives about everybody that's what the fuck y'all do. Okay, y'all some zombies, because Tracy, on the other hand, she's gonna support her friend regardless, and I respect the hell out of her for that. And I still support Nicole. I'm going to still have her back. You know, I could talk about my auntie, but y'all can't. I will always have her back over anybody far as, you know, any outsider. That's just, it is what it is. But I'm also going to, you know, speak on what everybody else was thinking. Because this ain't your last rodeo. Now you know next time to, you know, be a little bit more swift when it comes to if you're going to use a computer as your main source of presentation, then you're going to have to, you know, either get you a stone and a tablet, or you're going to have to, you know, learn how to operate Windows or something. I don't know, girl. Exactly. That's what I said, Deanna. She was imitating what she see Fibe do, and then Fibe be doing, you know, in her head what Miss Nicole was doing. Basically repeating what she heard and not doing any kind of clarification. But like I said, that's what Fi thinks she be doing. That's not what she does, though. Like I said, she just flat out be making up shit, illustrating shit, manufacturing, putting together, creating characters and people that don't exist, all that. She just finessed it a little bit more with that goofy ass giggle, and you know, she started feeling on her titties and shit and combing her hair and all that, and then people just, I guess, be so distracted with all that touching and rubbing, and before they know it, you know, she's like, and that was Fact Check Friday, and then you don't have no time to think about the shit. I don't know what the hell she be doing, booby trapping, nigga. I don't know. But if you want to look at it on paper, I guess she winning, right? She had over 500 people in her chat, so, you know, and dislikes, just to let y'all know, whether you hit up or down, it doesn't really matter. You still winning, because YouTube just looks at that as interaction, okay? Because that's its own analytic. They want to know if people are interacting with your video. Are they just watching you, or are they getting in the comment section? Are they hitting the like button? Are they making playlists out of your video? Okay. Only thing the thumb down button do is if so many people thumb it down, they look at what all those people who thumbed it down, what they have in common, and it will in turn not put her video at the top of their recommended list, right? So let's say 500 people watch Nicole, right? And then 300 people hit the thumbs down button. They're going to see what all those people had in common. And let's just say it was, out of those 300 people who hit the thumbs down, 100 of them was black. So what's just going to happen is when they recommend videos to them 100 black people, Nicole video ain't going to pop up. But she still get the good benefit from people interacting on her on the chat. So it's a win-win for her, paper-wise. Anyways, yeah, she did. But anyways, though, that was my little commentary on it. I'm not gonna, you know, like I said, I'm not gonna drag her. I'm about to go in. I don't care if I cuss. Like I said, I don't like y'all bitches. Not you guys, but the people over there be always trying to come over here and tell me who I need to be going off on and dragging. No, the fuck? I'm always gonna go harder on y'all. I'm always gonna, you know, I don't have to cuss her out for two hours. I would never do that. And that's just, it is what it is. So y'all ain't gonna never get that, ever. Anyways, that was my little commentary and on it, you know, because I had to say something. Or that if I would have just been totally quiet, then yeah, I would have been biased and hypocritical. But I ain't gotta cuss a bitch out. No. Because I don't have to cuss y'all out. I want to. I like to. Yeah. So I'm about to go head over to Tracy. If y'all want to come with me, put your shoes on, cut the lights out, shut the door behind you, hit the like button on the way out, or hit the dislike button. I don't give a damn. Like I just explained to you, I will still win. Okay? And yeah, Miss Nicole, don't take this personal. All right? And all y'all fake, you know, the shit stirs, because it's just a couple of y'all everywhere, you know, hopping into her chat or when she go live saying that, oh, I don't like her and I dragged her. She don't care anyway. All right? So it is what it is. But I appreciate y'all for just stopping through. Okay? I thank all my mods for coming through. And yeah. That's it, y'all. Don't forget to cut the lights out. And I'm about to eat my Ribicue, girl. I know I love them motherfucking Ribicues with a pickle on there. I'll be up in Tracy chat. Bye.